Okay, yeah, everybody's here now. Cool.
Yay.
Alright. So, as I had posted to the chat, you all found basically a wanted ad asking for strong adventurers to help with alchemical research. Um, and so, as you saw what the weekly price or weekly pay was to take up this wanted ad, and you all find yourselves in Waterdeep at the location specified. And I will leave it up to you. Also, pretend this isn't in the woods and it's like in the middle of the city, but this is the only good shop I could find. Let me add tokens, and I will let you guys determine if you know each other or not, or if you're all meeting for the first time, or whatever it may be. I will let you figure that out. Just let me add tokens. I'll give you the ability to change them in a second. Let's see there. Still waiting. Let's see. Do I have a token for your character, Ben? Or sorry, Adam?
Yeah, I posted a screenshot and character ideas for my character.
Yes, you did. Okay, gotta grab that.
I don't know why there's a little white spot on top, but
Oh, yeah, there he is. All right, cool.
I don't need the token that's right next to me right now. That's just for when I'm in combat. I can throw
Oh,
that out.
okay, never mind. I will take care of that in a
No
second.
worries, I didn't specify.
I'd like to know what the fuck I'm looking at there.
I'll find out. Can't give me all the secrets.
Exciting!
Should we, describe what we look like then, or what?
Yeah, so you can go ahead and, as if, we'll start with how it shows up on my screen, left to right. Everyone describe the physicality of your character, like what you look like. We'll get into, introductions in a sec, but starting with Anya from the left, you want to go ahead and describe what your character looks like?
Alright, you guys are seeing a 6 foot tall, broad shouldered man. Has a bit of a beard. Hair's a little, is tousled to look messy, but in, like, a particular way. He has his goggles on his head, and he is sizing each and every one of you up. Looks kind of a little cocky, but that's Ryder.
Cool.
What was the name?
Ryder.
Ryder? Alright.
All right, next should be Chris.
Okay. This is Arlen. He's, I guess, a little over 6 foot tall. He's just a normal human. He's dressed in all just like animal skins. It's obvious he's kind of like an outdoors person. But he is also head to toe got tons of claw scratches all over him. And it only makes sense because the person he's been walking with and talking to is a just huge ass jaguar that's following him. And it's weird. It seems that they are actually understanding each other.
Nice.
All right, looks like next we have Adam.
Alright, so my character is short in stature, about 3.5 feet tall, 40 pounds, soaking wet. He is also wearing some cool glasses. He's wearing heavy armor, which is kind of strange, particularly for a gnome. And he's carrying around a big backpack with his artificer tool, or basically a magical tool that he likes to utilize. He has like brownish blonde hair, a cool mustache, some earrings. And yeah, this is Tom.
All right, next we have Connor.
Yeah, so kind of see a tall individual, kind of stocky, tall and stocky, over 7 feet tall, a little less than probably 300 pounds or so, but definitely everything he's wearing is quite more than that, as wearing kind of like armor that there's kind of like a central breastplate and then kind of like scaled skin and kind of some of the points of articulation. But there's also like some kind of pauldrons and kind of armored legs, and looks to be kind of like padding almost on the knees. But despite all of that armor and how tall he is pretty light-footed. Doesn't make a whole lot of sound. Oh, and there's a very large contraption folded on his back. Probably about as wide and as tall as his entire back.
What was the name? I missed.
Oh, I wasn't sure if we were doing names for introductions or not.
Oh, some of us did. I'm just writing it down.
Vodo.
How do you spell that?
Vodo.
Okay. And then finally we have Corey.
Yes, it's a just medium character, hard to tell race by the sheer amount of armor being worn, but the armor has scales on it. If you're familiar with the wyvern varieties of the region, it's Rathian scale armor, but it's pretty banged up. On his back is an absolutely massive buster sword. Also made out of animal parts and just kind of a conglomeration of metal and beast parts.
Forgot to mention his helmet. But nice.
Ah, yes.
I appreciate the armor as well.
With the visor.
All right, and Corey, what's your character's name?
Is Ormus. Elm's fine.
Okay. Cool. All right, now that physical characteristics are out of the way, I'll leave it to you all. You happen to arrive at this location at the same place. You may interact with each other in the setting as you deem fit.
Oh, this one's.
So, howdy, y'all. Y'all are here for the alchemy quest?
The no.
Weird. Well, I'm here because there's some man looking for some alchemy items, and I thought, might as well come over yonder and kind of like check it out, see what I can do.
I'm gonna walk up and open the door.
How about
Ladies first. Then the cat's gonna
Yeah, not to mention the other helmet, like little red sunglass kind of things, really close helmet. I guess I'll probably step through the door. I guess ducking down.
I love that Tom like is trying to be friendly and everyone else is like, "Fuck this, I'm going inside."
I have a -1 charisma.
It's very bright out here. I want to go inside.
likewise? Don't talk to people much, but not a lady, so go ahead.
What? Oh, okay.
Big shop. I like.
All right, so
Uh,
as you all enter
I like
inside,
your jacket.
Oh,
as you all enter inside, you see it's kind of a it was stone from the outside, but there's wood flooring and walls on the inside. There's various items on different tables, and at a booth in the back, you see what appears to be an elven woman wearing decently fine clothes, kind of red and black and some green to her aesthetic. She has a really tall um wooden staff with flowers growing out of it. And as you all enter at the same time, she greets you all and says, "Oh, why, hello. How may I help you? Are your needs apothecarial or alchemical?"
Hello, I come for job.
Oh, are
Yeah,
you?
I'm here. I'm here for the job as well.
Which one needs hunt monsters?
I think that's alchemical because that's what the job's for. So I guess alchemical needs.
Yeah, we're here for the alchemical needs.
Oh, so you're here inquiring about the job posting. Very
Yeah.
good. I knew Cynthia had mentioned it, but I wasn't sure if she was serious or not. I'm sure she'll be out in a second. Please, while you wait, feel free to browse our wares. If there's anything you need, just let me know.
Sure, you got anything that monsters like to smell?
Like to smell. Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, now that you mention it, I believe we have a few arrows of pheromones. If you're interested in something that will draw monsters in.
Theros?
Pheromones.
The pheromones.
Pharaoh aeromodes? Do you have those in bulk variety? I've only got my wrist crossbow.
Oh yes, I'm sure. I'm sure we have something a little smaller. Let me just check in the back real quick.
Thanks.
And she'll rush to the back, and let me check real quick here.
Photo will just fumble around in one of the little pouches, like a tiny like bubble level, just like go down to like one of their tables. Very nice.
I'm not convinced these people have ever hunted animals. Don't know why you need an arrow to smell things. Normally I just pee on it.
Well, what if what you're hunting doesn't like the smell of pee?
Well, then you just dump it.
The animal or like?
Well, whatever the smell is.
Oh, okay.
You know, like when I'm trapping. I don't have to put an arrow in it.
Oh, trapping.
This must be one of them. Them
I got
yuppie
me a
things.
good
One
line
of them
full.
city dweller things.
Me?
No.
She comes around from the back and says, "Oh yes, we have some of these smaller stones that have the pheromone enchantment on them. The
Perfect.
way these work, they react to blood and sweat, and so when you hit something with them, they release a strong aroma that attracts most predators. It seems to mimic the scent of a tasty injured prey animal. Um, it only works on carnivores, though. But I can sell you. Let me check the cost. I can sell you a bulk of 20 for 15 gold pieces.
That's a bit steep. Do you sell them in smaller quantities?
Yes, how many would you like?
5.
Alrighty, let me just add that up and take into account tax.
Oh, tax?
So we should be good at 4 gold pieces.
Alright.
Alright, well, it's been a pleasure doing business with you. I'll go check on
Yeah.
Cynthia, make sure she's on her way.
I'm like leaning down and like asking the big ass jaguar. It's just like, hey, does it look good? And the jaguar's like smelling things and like just kind of going like, okay.
So, what brings y'all around these parts?
Jobs.
Job.
Oh, I was like already outside, and I saw a bunch of people walking this way, so I just kind of came too.
Oh, so you're just one of them followers there, eh?
I just wanted to see where everyone was going. I don't see people too often. You guys all like look different, so.
Well, Tucci. By different, you mean short? Are you calling me short?
You
Are you
are
sure?
short.
I am short.
Is he? Is
You're
he?
right.
I come to hunt big thing. It says so in flyer.
That's why I'm here.
Then again, could have misread. Not my first language. You people talk funny.
What's
But
your first
I
language?
like that. It is goblin.
Oh wow, I've seen some of them. Never learned how to talk that language though.
It is a lot of guttural noises.
Every time I get close, they try and eat Nemesis, so we haven't really had a working relationship.
That is fair.
Because Nemesis is that cat you got there.
Oh yeah, this is Nemesis. She's my Nemesis, the bane of my existence. Truly, this is my little sister.
Your sister.
Your sister? You turned your sister into a cat?
Oh no, she's just always been a cat.
Are you a cat?
I don't think so.
You don't look like a cat to me.
I have to hunt different, so I don't think I'm a cat.
I need to take a look at that. Never seen humans like yourself and the cat bond so closely.
I'm not sure
Very
which
mighty strange to me.
goblin tribe you're from. The only one I'm familiar with is D's.
What is these?
Goblin D's.
I do not get.
Nuts.
I like nuts. I have some in pouch if you would like.
Oh shit, yeah. I'm gonna reach
Yeah.
out and try and get some.
Let me get some of that. That nutsack.
It's some like walnuts. It's just like partially
Oh,
crushed.
it's a nut sack. That's dumb. That's dumb.
Thank you, fella.
Alright,
You're welcome.
as you're all reaching into a sack, I assume tied around his waist, through the door comes the woman you originally met, and a very strange looking humanoid feature like creature. She has the appearance of a bulky humanoid, like or human female, but her complexion is it's kind of looks like it's green tinted, but it kind of looks like an oil slick over her body, like the the shine and the rainbow sheen sort of changes as if like her body is like mostly solid but kind of churns and moves as she walks. Um, And she seems very excited as soon as she sees all of you, and says, "Oh, yes! I was hoping people would come soon. I only put these flyers out this morning. Fantastic."
Well, pleasure to meet you, man. My name's Tom, and yeah, we're me and these other gentlemen here looking for some work, and yeah, I'm really interested in what your flyer has to say with all that alchemy business and whatnot. Kind of interest mine too. So, yeah, Tom.
Oh, perfect. See, Sherry, I told you that they would come. And the woman next to her says, "Please, Cynthia, I said, call me Cheryl in front of our guests." Uh, and uh, you see Cynthia laughs a little. Well, she hasn't introduced her name, but laughs a little bit. And as she laughs, that sound that like a water cooler makes when like the water like bubbles up or like air bubbles come up, kind of happens as she laughs. And then she regains her composure and says, "Ah, okay. So first off, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Cynthia. I own this alchemical shop. Um, the job that I'm looking for is help in securing some items for creating magic items. Are any of you familiar with how alchemy works?"
Oh yeah, of course. Who doesn't know how alchemy works? Pretty simple stuff. If you ask me.
He said it's
Oh.
just killing monsters. I've been doing that a while.
Oh, I don't know what alchemy is at all.
What?
Well, allow me to give you a quick rundown. So, the process of alchemy blends both magic and chemistry together to produce different effects. And so, it's as much a science as it is sort of an arcane art. And so, typically, to create a magic item, you need to know the alchemical formula of the item you wish to create. And the formulas are made up of minerals and essences distilled from monsters. And so, to create any one alchemical item, you need to know both the formula, the monsters required to create the formula, and finally, where to find the monsters and how to deal with them, and then how to distill their essences from a fresh kill.
So I'm taking it these academic types, they're the formulas. This other guy and me were the monsters, huh?
Yes, well, I'd be looking for someone who could do, as a group, all of those things. I spend far too much time in the lab. I'm not that good of a fighter. Um, but before we go any further, I'd like to learn more about what your credentials are. Why should I hire each of you?
I hit things with hammer. They become magic. Sometimes they go boom.
Is that alchemy?
I like this guy.
Is that alchemy? That's
I
cool.
made things go boom enough, and now I make things go boom when I want them to. It's kind of cool, I guess. I don't fully understand it, but it works most of the time.
Ah, it sounds like we have another artificer amongst us. Fantastic. I've never been too big on tinkering. I care more about chemicals and alchemy, but hey, it's an important field in the field of artificering, so very good.
Thank you, green person.
Well, Cynthia, I am too. What you call an artificer. Had my humble beginnings as kind of working with dwarves and building armors. They kind of took me under their belt there, and kind of got really good at it, and just really enjoyed the art and kind of building armor, building my own little things, building trinkets, and yeah, I just love anything where you gotta take parts and put them together, and then you got these new cool things that you make, and yeah, I just
That's
really,
alchemy,
really,
right?
yeah, it's alchemy. So like what you're saying, like blending these monster parts together and using that little bit of that science, and yeah, I feel like I'm very qualified for this job.
She says to you in Dwarvish, "Oh, do you speak Dwarvish?"
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Fantastic. I spent a number of years with the dwarves when I first went adventuring. Very good.
They're all good folks out there.
Oh, yes, wonderful craftsmanship.
Well, pleasure to meet you, ma'am.
Well, they don't shower much, but I guess they make stuff good.
All right, what of the rest of you?
So I may not, I don't make things like that too good, but I could hit an ant out of a bird's mouth at about 1,000 feet. Oh, and also, we can do this. So we're just going to lean down, talk to the jaguar real quick, go up on hind legs, and I'm just going to pretend to dance with her.
Walk like people. That's his fun.
Yeah,
That's his sister.
that's
I saw some people inside a window one time doing that, and I was just like, oh, I think I could do that.
yeah. You're doing it with your sister.
You and your sister are real close, I see.
Oh, yeah. She's been with me since I was born, and vice versa.
Yeah, generally. Yeah.
You seem rather rustic. Are you good with tracking?
Oh, yeah, I'm very good at that. This was a mighty coincidence I'm here.
Oh.
This seems to be kind of, this is mighty nice, though.
Oh, so you weren't even aware of the flyer I put out.
Oh, no, I was just interested in this group of people here. There are so many different types of people.
Oh, well, very fortunate.
You're a different type of person, too.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm quite unique, one of a kind, you might even say.
Oh, yeah, you're just like Voto over here.
Yes.
You really did. I'm sorry, I gotta stop it. I gotta stop it.
Yeah.
You don't have to if you don't want to.
No, I do. I have to stop it. That's not how he sounds. I must not.
Ryder kind of pulls his hand crossbow out. He goes, I'm not really an artificer myself, but I know how to use a lot of the different alchemical weapons that people had to tinker up. I reckon I'm a pretty good shot too. Maybe not as good as this fella over here, but I know how to use the tools.
Yeah.
Very cool. I have made a number of alchemical arrows and bolts before. In fact, we sell some at our shop if you ever need to replenish your supply.
I'll keep that in mind. I specialize in blowing shit up too. So,
Ah, very good, very good.
That's neat.
Well,
The only thing I blow up is the bathroom, you know? You know what I'm saying?
that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
well, you all seem
Well.
tentatively qualified. However, I would like.
I can kill things. I know you didn't finish. But, yeah, something of an ecologist. That's what they tell me my job description is. Anyways, if there's too much of something, I'll get rid of it. Sometimes things get a little too big. And then I'll get rid of that too.
Well, very.
Unlike men with big swords.
Yeah, you thin the herd. I get it.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
The strength of someone who can handle something that large.
So, like, population control, I get it. You're just,
Yeah.
looking out for the environment, the ecosystem, and everything around it. That makes a lot of sense here.
You watch things enough, and sometimes you realize, like, they gotta get killed.
Oh, yeah, everything's like that eventually.
Yeah, you just gotta watch. I don't really like talking.
Yeah, very good as well.
So anyway, that's what I think I contribute.
Very good. Well, you all seem tentatively qualified. However, I would like you to pass a certain test first. You all seem to be very, very good with your physicality. You seem to be capable warriors. However, an important part of the job for being an alchemist researcher is also understanding how to hit the books, as well as hit things hard. So,
I can hit books.
very good.
Yeah, they don't move around too much.
Yeah, that's easy.
Very good. The item I am most interested in crafting right now is a helm of lenses. Um, as you can see, I don't exactly have a normal humanoid physiology. I don't exactly have organs, although I am able to form the shape of eyes. I don't actually see through them. And so my vision can be complicated when working with stuff in my laboratory. And so having a helm of lenses would help me see better. Now, as you recall, one of the major steps of alchemy is understanding the alchemical formula of an item. I don't happen to have the alchemical formula on hand to craft a helm of lenses, so I'm asking you all to head to the library, and I need you to find the alchemical formula for the helm of lenses. Figure out what beasts will need to be killed to distill their essences for the formula. Select what beasts we should go after, and then figure out where they might live and how to find them and defeat them. Does it seem like something you all could handle as a group?
Oh yeah, I would love to do that.
I don't see why
I can get
not.
around it.
Yeah.
Well, lucky for us, Waterdeep has the second largest library in all of Faerun, next to Candlekeep, of course. Um, do you all know
I
where
met a guy
the...
named Pliny who was making a bigger library.
Ooh, I'd very much like to visit that someday.
Yeah.
Are you all familiar with where the Font of Knowledge is?
I
Yeah, I
am
was
not.
there about yesterday.
Ah, very
Oh, is
good.
this one of those trick questions like it's inside us all along?
Oh, no,
Oh,
no, I
yes,
mean,
I take his answer.
It's like the power of friendship and stuff.
Yeah, we got that.
oh, no, no,
Yep.
this is a physical place. Like, it's, the name of the library is the Font of Knowledge.
Oh, no.
My bad.
I know where it's at.
Perfect. Um, well, if you all are able to find out the information I requested and return here, then consider yourselves hired, at least in a probational term. Um, I'll just write down for you real quick the information needed. Who would like to hold on to this paper?
And the things that we're looking for, find out what beasts we need, how many we need for the essence, research their living conditions of the beasts, and possible weaknesses they have.
Yeah, so let me write it in one of the chats here. Um,
I'm playing a smart character, so I'm actually taking notes for once.
wow.
I know.
I have everyone else's names written down, but I didn't.
I don't.
What was Corey's name again?
That's the one I don't have.
Oh, he's I think.
He's doing it on purpose. He's trying to add to the mystery.
Muted on purpose. How dare.
Almost
Almost.
with the U. But, Elm is fine. I know most people don't speak Elvish, so, Elm is good.
Oh, you speak Elvish? That's cool.
Well, not much if I don't have to.
Oh, you just don't like it?
I'm about at my word count for the month.
Alright,
Elm,
so,
like the tree used for making good bows. Very flexible.
Yeah, that one.
Very nice.
so, Chris, what's your character's name?
Oh, I'm Arlen.
Harlem?
A
Like the
R
Harlem Shake?
A Arlinn. Is Arlen?
What is your sister's name?
Oh, this is Nemesis.
Good kitty.
Oh yeah, she's great. She's great.
All right, so I just
Mr.
sent you
Nut
the.
Guy, could you refresh me on your name?
My name is Bodo.
Is that like VODO in this
Very
common?
much so.
All right.
No last name, because I know last. I first. Big winner.
Oh, I like him.
Yeah, we'll see.
This guy's fun. Alright, so we got ourselves.
Alright.
We got Ryder, Mr. Tom here, Bodo, Elm.
Yeah.
Alright, I reckon. We best be getting out here and heading to the old library if y'all want to follow me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, lead the way.
Well, did we get that one thing from Cynthia that we needed?
I think there is paper that we need.
Cynthia, you got that piece of paper for us?
Oh yes, are you the one that wants to hold on to it?
I guess I reckon I'll hold on to it.
Perfect.
You can hold it.
All right. Well, off you go. I'll see you hopefully before too long. Good luck.
Goodbye.
Alright. Well, paper powder, let's get at her, eh?
Yeah, lead the way.
Yeah.
Alright. To the font of knowledge.
So I don't have a picture of what the front of the building looks like, but the Font of Knowledge is the second largest library in Faerun, as I had mentioned, and it also is a temple to the god of knowledge. And so there's both services related to the library and sort of a priesthood dedicated to the god of knowledge. And so as you enter the building, there at a normal library, as you'd imagine, there's like a front desk for information and catalogs of what floors contain what subjects. You see robed figures wandering the halls, probably some paladins as well. It's a pretty bustling area. It seems to be well used by both the clergy and members of the general public. Um, So you can go ahead and enter the library if you choose.
Yeah. Alright.
Yeah.
Can I reach the door? Is it accessible to us little people?
I'd imagine in Waterdeep it has to be accessible to races of all sizes.
Alright.
They have just like one of those like doors where it's like smaller doors inset of bigger doors.
That's what I'd imagine. Like, there's got to
These
be
doors
like,
all the way down.
mhm.
Like a little cat door.
Is
Just
there
a little
librarian?
flap. Is there? Yeah. So there should be a front desk. I don't have the entrance to the library set up, but there's a desk that has several, mainly half elves there. But as you all approach,
I don't have nothing against half breeds.
What a sentence.
That's a terrible sentence. To
Well, I just wanted to let you
Just
guys
saying.
know right off the bat. Like,
okay,
no,
that's
I'm very inclusive. Nothing against half breeds at all.
He's
pretty
very
sure that's
open.
assumed
I like
here.
it.
Yeah. Well, you can't go assuming things like that.
Very upfront.
Anyway, you got somewhere I can check my sword in at?
oh well, yes. We don't typically allow weapons inside the library, but
Yeah.
the
Oh,
first attendant sort of waves over what looks like what you'd imagine would be a very low-level clergy member. You know, you could tell their robes aren't as nice as some of the other people you've seen. Just a human, probably the version of like an altar boy, someone who does small tasks at the
Yeah.
temple. Walks over and said, "Oh, allow me to collect any of the weapons you might be wanting to check."
Sure.
Do we have to?
Here.
The librarian sort of looks at you and says, we would prefer if you did. We just want to make
Okay.
sure that none of the books get damaged."
Okay, but do not drop Odalia. Do not drop. It's heavy. She is big girl. And just like it is just like large folded piece of metal, but there's clearly like some sort of like reptilian large scales adorning it. Like it's quite big. Where you want me to put? You hold?
Oh, yes, I'll take it right here. And as he struggles to accommodate two very large weapons, it says, "You could just stack the rest of it wherever it'll fit in my arms. I'll take care of it."
Are you sure you don't need any help?
Oh, no, I've got it.
All right.
As you wish.
Yeah.
Well, my hammer is going to turn into a little screwdriver, and I'm just going to put it back in my little waist belt there.
Do you have a section on the bestiaries of the High Forest? I've got some ideas.
Oh, yes. So our bestiary is going to be on the third floor. There's different sections labeled Alpha through Beta. It should be in section Lambda.
Great. I'll go to the third floor, section Ligma.
All right. Well, do you have any books for the alchemical formula for the helm of lenses?
Oh, our alchemical formulas. Ooh, those are on floor 6. The alchemical formulas are listed alphabetically. So helm of lenses should be um, in the H section.
8th section. All right. Well, thank you very much. Yes, I reckon I'll head up on there on the 6th floor there.
All right. I'm going to apologize to the young man taking weapons because he can't do nothing about her toes. But come on, and we're just going to head in. I'm going to try to aim towards the bestiary.
Yeah.
That feels like the place to start for me.
I follow.
Well, first things first. Once Mr. Tom up there gets our the alchemical formula, we'll know exactly what we need. So let's try and get as many different books as possible. I'm just gonna.
Okay.
All right.
Why are you holding? You probably ask him to hold all that.
Do you want these?
Me? I could hold a big book. Sure.
How many? Can you hold like a lot? I'm just gonna keep handing you more.
Yes, sure. Yeah, very strong individual. Still fully armored and wearing like a helmet and visor. It is a little dark in here. I take this off, and just, and yeah, underneath, he's certainly a bugbear. Red hair, long ears. That is better.
Whoa.
Yeah, you don't really want to wear like helmets inside, especially when you don't have like your weapons. I think it's more like an agility thing at that point, right?
Very true. Not everyone like goblins, including hobgoblins. So sometimes I keep helmet on, but other times I just use strength and punch people if they mad.
Oh yeah, that'll work. That'll work.
I've got nothing against hop breeds.
That one felt a little intentional, but I pass. It's alright.
I don't. just in case.
I'm just gonna start yelling down.
You know,
I'm just gonna start trying to yell down to lower floors. Hey Tom, have you found the thing yet?
Oh, well, I'm up on the 6th floor, so
Oh, 6. I'm yelling up.
Hmm.
you feel like yelling down. I know I'm short and all, but I'm a couple floors ahead of you.
All right, so we'll start with Tom first. Go ahead and give me an investigation roll to try to find the book you need.
Oh, cool. That's one of the things I'm good at. One of the many things I'm good at. 23.
Perfect.
I
You're
rolled a 13.
perfect. So you're able to find the H section.
Oh, actually, 21.
That's still fine. It wasn't that high a DC. So you're able to find the book, or within the H section, book that contains the alchemical formula for the helm of lenses. Go ahead and give me an Arcana check to understand the formula.
That's going to be a 25.
Perfect. So if you're taking notes, you can go ahead and write down the following alchemical formula. The formula
I
for the
gotcha.
for the helm of lenses requires a diamond,
Yep.
rare earth,
Okay.
essence of mercury,
Like
essence
the plant.
mercury like the planet, or the more
Alright.
specifically the metal for alchemy.
Yeah, I guess
Uh,
that's true.
essence of perception, and essence of prowess.
What was that last one? Essence of prowess?
Prowess.
How do you spell that?
Prowess.
Alright. Anything else?
That is it for it. However, also on this floor, you should probably look for a book that explains the essences and what monsters they come from.
Yeah.
Oh, let's
Right
get
on.
farming. We get to go farming.
Can I
Alright.
can I find a bestiary?
Absolutely. So we'll probably need the information about the essences first before we know what like creatures in the bestiary is needed. But you can
No,
go.
I'm just looking for one with lots of eyeballs from the high forest.
Oh, sure. Yeah, you could go ahead and look if you're trying to find a particular monster.
Yeah, some with lots of eyeballs that'll help us narrow things down for the seeing with, I think.
All right, well, go ahead and roll investigation to try and find a book.
Sure. Alright. 8.
You struggle for a while. Eventually, you're able to find a book of monsters, and you're not really seeing anything with like a crazy ton of eyes.
Well,
In fact, you're kind of stuck on oozes, and they don't have eyes.
it's not that it doesn't exist. It's in my mind. I have the knowledge of the nature. I just can't find the book on it.
So this is a library.
Well, I'll hold on to the book and then I'll tell the book guy what I'm thinking about. Can I make a knowledge nature check to see if I can think of something with a lot of eyes?
Yeah, go for it.
From the high forest area. That's a 16.
Yeah, so is there a particular creature that you out of character had in mind, or just
No,
something with eyes?
something that's really good at seeing. Maybe a bird wyvern, something.
Beholder. Hobbits.
Beholder, maybe. Something that's really good at seeing.
Let's see.
I can tell I'm close for the help of eyes. As you can tell by my equipment to make things out of things.
Yeah,
Like
so
the
you're able to find.
scale. The odds.
So you're able to find like a book that kind of looks at adaptations that different monsters have, and for monsters that see really well, let me find real quick. Uh, let's see. So you've been able to find in the monster adaptation book uh, monsters that have really good eyesight, and you don't necessarily have to write these down right now. Um, but beasts or monsters with good perception, androsphinx, bugbears, centaur, coatl, giant bat, giant frog, giant octopus, giant toad, giant weasel, gibbering mouther, gynosphinx, red dragon, shriekers, solars, and tarrasques have good perception, good eyesight. All right, we'll go back up to the sixth floor. Um, so, were you hoping to look for a book on creatures that or monsters that have certain essences? Perfect. Go ahead and roll me a another investigation check to find the book.
17.
All right, you're able to find a book that talks about essences and monsters. Go ahead and roll Arcana to find the section you're looking for Mercury, Perception, and Prowess.
10.
You're a little stuck. You're able to find mostly what you're looking for, but it takes you a while to find it. The book is kind of set up weird. Give me a sec to type out um, all of these creatures so I don't have to read them again, and so you can read them.
I rolled a 2, but I have a +8, so.
That's not bad. Not bad.
I maxed out my intelligence.
I maxed out my dex.
Nobody's ever told me I'm particularly good at anything.
Oh, I think you're very charismatic.
I think you're very good at being you.
Thanks, yeah, they too I have to be.
Congratulations.
Yeah, well, I guess it's better than having to look like you the rest of my life. Not that I have anything against whatever is for you.
I'm a human.
Yeah, not that I have anything against those.
This guy sure does talk about the race a lot.
What? It's just that where I come
Very
from,
observant. I like that.
people don't like other people a lot. When you're an elf with, as long of a life as me, you've seen a lot of people that don't like other people because of the way they look. And all I'm saying is we're all red and squishy on the inside.
Except for Cynthia, of
Except for that
course.
one lady.
Well, yeah, I guess Cynthia's. Well, not that I have anything against news people.
Oh, is that what she wants?
Maybe.
She did look rather squishy, but
Yeah.
like the literally squishy way, not
Well,
like a strength sort of way.
Photo. I couldn't help but read this book. And it's not like just because you're a bugbear that I'm asking, but do you have particularly good eyes?
I can see in dark pretty well, yes. It is one of the strong suit, like this strong suit of armor.
I see.
I think that's a double entendre.
What he
Are
said.
you talking to the cat?
Yeah, I just synopsis.
Yeah.
If she's confused, she lets me know, so I just like help her out. She's my
Very
little
irritable.
sister. She's my little sister, obviously.
Understand, family dynamic can be different for everyone.
Well, that's cool that you can see good. But can you see why kids love Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
That is imperceptible.
I do not know what this is, but I do like cinnamon.
We'll stop by the place soon.
Very well.
Yeah. Well, I've got this list of things to see real good. If we were gonna make something out of something, this sees good. Like my armor's made out of things that protect good.
Well, then
Obviously, there was a few things on there like Tarask might be a little bit out of our range. Yes, even for me.
Did you limit it, or did you, what is word, decide or process of elimination? Something we could hunt?
Well, see, now, no offense. It's just on the list. Bugbears. Gibbering mouthers. Yeah, like not just bugbears. It was just a list of people that can see good. So, not saying that I would want to.
Was I on that list?
No.
Yes, you were.
What kind of book is that?
It's a bestiary, which is weird because they don't have like any of the rest of us in there. Like, it's not a humanary.
That is a
some
little
reason.
odd.
Yeah,
I'm not beast.
I agree. I think that you're a pretty nice guy, and I've got nothing against goblin kind.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. Things like giant bats, I'm not sure why it's in there. I don't think the people that wrote this book go outside very often, but the bats don't see very good with their eyes.
Also,
That does
Moto,
seem
don't.
odd.
Beasts are cool people too.
True. I guess different connotation in different language.
Yeah. Anyway, I find it pretty distasteful to be killing anything that can carry a conversation. Really, personally, don't think it ought to be in a bestiary. So I don't want to go killing a sphinx, a bugbear, centaur. But perhaps a frog.
I could kill a frog right now.
A big frog.
Yeah, I think that'd be nice.
But that could be interesting.
Yeah.
Alrighty. I have officially typed into the chat all of the monsters for Mercury, Perception, and Prowess.
Oh, look, there's an interlap between perception and prowess.
Oh.
You can kill a Tarask and get both of them.
Tarask. One. One for one there. Pretty good.
This is a little odd. Why would you specify a dog that can blink? I thought all dogs could blink. think?
I'll go find a table we can lay out our ideas on. And I'll bring my picture book.
I saw a dog that was born without eyelids. That dog couldn't blink. So that would be a blank-list dog, I guess.
Do you think there is shelter in Waterdeep?
Shelter?
Like, for animal? Probably pretty easy to get a blink dog then.
Oh, yeah. That could work. We got that easy. Nice.
Well, the blink dog is more of an elven pet.
The other... it makes sense now.
Something distasteful about killing elf's best friend.
Fair enough. But then, we hunt something else then.
Maybe a frog.
Big frog sounds cool.
So I take it I brought down the list to the rest of the party.
Okay, we just have a shitload of bestiaries that we piled into Bodo's hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Here's our books. Over here on this side, we've got a book with pictures and things with big eyeballs. What do you think?
I got the list of all the creatures we need to go kill, and the ingredients needed. There's a shit ton of stuff that we need to get.
What, like a recipe?
It is a recipe.
Okay. So
It's like cooking.
we should decide on what we need for each.
Yeah. So, alchemy's just cooking.
Yeah, it's like cooking with magic, I think.
It's like, putting things together until it gets like desired outcome.
Yeah, like instead of a souffle, though, it's just like a fist that makes things blow up.
Right.
What's a souffle?
It's like an egg cake.
Yeah. So, hey, smart guy, how do you get the essence out of these things? Is it like an essential oil?
Well, I thought you'd be able to help since, you deal a lot with the beasts collecting the materials here, but within these essence, there's a different recipes that you can get out of it, and I just went ahead and collected the different creatures that have these essences. Find it here on my little handy notebook.
So
We
both
have a ton of bestiaries, so if we can decide on which ones we need, we can look up locations and all that in these bestiaries.
both of you would know from your experience with both alchemy, tinkering and monster hunting, that freshly killed beasts using a alchemist supply kit, within an hour of killing it, you can, with a certain amount of work, distill a certain number of essences. And so each beast has multiple essences that you can get out of it. And so, for example, if you were looking at one particular beast, such as, or monster, let's see, like if you were to kill an Aarakocra, you could get the agility and the flight essence. If you killed something like a black dragon, you could get acid, armor, fear, flight, and prowess essence. And so you can look up both by monster what essence they can give, and by essence type what monsters will yield it.
So, so why don't we go through this list and see what monster has like similar essences? Right. That way you kind of like kill two birds with one stone, or one monster with several essences.
Trying to see the one owl bear with one stone. I've done it.
How big was the stone?
It was big.
Yeah, it makes sense. I think it would have to be.
Yeah. It was a boulder.
Yeah, it makes sense. let's look at this. I think we've all agreed giant toad.
Yeah.
Giant toad.
Giant toad, very fun to kill, squishy.
Yeah, a toad or a frog, really any of those amphibious creatures should be pretty well within our means.
Red dragon? I think we got it.
You're funny.
If we kill dragon, we get perception and prowess.
This is true.
It did not specify what kind of dragon. We could find small giant baby, and
Oh, but since it's a baby, we might get less for it.
I wonder if dragon can, like, no offense, couple.
I do not know enough about alchemy.
Again, I don't agree with killing anything that can carry on a conversation.
Okay, here we have it. Griffin.
Yeah, those are nasty buggers, but honestly, I know of a couple that wreak havoc on the local.
Yeah,
cows.
I have a beef with one.
Yeah, that's the dairy cow thing. Me too. Lots of beef.
No, he's just an asshole.
Oh.
So I think we can go ahead and do that. And I mean, if we're out there collecting the evanescence, that'd be awesome too.
Yeah, bring me to life.
Well, I am fine with anything.
Okay, so the last thing we need is
Oh, so Cynthia would have made it clear. You only need to research where to get the essences. She'll be able to help you with the mineral components.
for a griffin, I believe, and what do we want to do for Mercury?
Wing dog,
Owlbear, perhaps.
owlbear.
I might have a thing that starts with an A. Abby.
Yeah.
Absinthe.
Close. It's an eldritch horror of sorts. Lives in lakes, has tentacles.
Oh, so like a fish.
Underwater would be a little difficult for me and my weapon choice.
Yeah. Hard to swing fast when you're swinging big, you know what I'm saying?
Frog is alright because frog can come out of water.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hit the griffin out of the air.
And then
Yeah.
we can eat the frog legs.
Ooh, that sounds delicious.
Now I've heard about people that do that. And I'm interested.
It's pretty nice.
Yeah.
So we got one person for Blake Dog. I say Chimera.
I'm interested. I've never heard of it. Is it smart?
Would I know about this?
You can go ahead and roll. Let's see. What would I think
Roll.
that would be a
Roll.
Mm, you could make the argument that that could be either probably be nature. Um, although I forget the lore of chimeras if they were created. Let's see. Let me look at that real quick. Go ahead and roll nature unless you could convince me it should be something else.
I'm fine with that. I got an 11 plus 4, so 15.
Okay. So yeah, you would know that a chimera is sort of a magical combination of different creatures. So it kind of has the body of a lion, the wings, head, and tail of a dragon, and then also the head of a goat. So it's got three heads: a dragon, a lion, and a goat. Uh, and you know that they're not super smart, but they are kind of self-aware. Like they're not like a mindless beast. They're just kind of don't have better reasoning than that. Is there anything else you wanted to know about them?
I think that was all I wanted for like top wise information so that I could explain to them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'll just pass that along to everybody else.
That sounds like a worthy hunt.
Yeah.
I'm going to go.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. Don't we have to go back to the store first?
I don't remember that part. So watching.
Oh, hey,
Don't forget.
take one of these books. We gotta look something up first, then we can go.
Okay, I turn around.
Thank you, Voto.
Yes.
Alright, so, y'all gonna grab some books or what? Like, we gotta, we got some monsters to kill here.
Yeah.
I get the
We're gonna
little
kill the
things
monsters with the
in big
books.
city.
So, yeah, where you have to look up about the giant frog, the griffin, and the chimera.
So that
Yeah.
sounds like something that our resident ranger might be able to contribute to. Now that you know what creatures you want to kill, their habitats and weaknesses and stuff like that would be something to look up.
Oh, I got all of them except the chimera. I think two of us have a certain griffin in mind over at the ranch.
But
I have seen big frogs before.
nice.
The chimera, on the other hand, that's a little out of my ballpark.
Yeah, I guess I'll try and dive into these books and see if I can find what about the chimera and where to find it.
Okay.
Hunting dragon, though, it's not that bad. It's not hard.
Have
It
you
just
ever done
depends
that?
on preparation. Oh, yes. I wear one.
Oh, shit.
Odalia also made from dragon.
Oh, Dahlia.
She is the big thing I wear on my back.
Oh, cool. I didn't know that was her name.
Yes. She is very helpful. Treats me well, and I do the same. She goes boom when I want her to. At least nowadays.
Useful skill.
Yes.
Okay,
Well,
so how do I...
do you create barrel Odalia?
Sorry, what was the question? Yes,
Did you
I
make
did.
Odola?
I did make her. It was a long process. Involved a lot of boom in my face. But, I only lost one finger doing it.
Very, very impressive work. While I don't say so myself. Very, very fine craftsmanship there.
Just wait until you see her in action. She's very beautiful.
Speaking of, can I look through these books to try and see if I can find where chimeras live?
Can I help him with that? Monstrosities are my favorite enemy.
Yeah, go for it. So
Enemy, huh?
Oh?
Ranger?
No.
Yeah.
Ranger?
Oh!
Trip Rangers? Trip Rangers? Trip Rangers?
I wrote down Artificer!
Nah.
It was another ranger all along!
Bamboozle! bamboozled. It's always a ranger. It was never anything but.
Right.
I love this.
I should have suspected when you said you were so good at shooting.
I just love that we have an artificer ranger party.
Yeah, that was unexpected.
We have a full house.
Some people may also call me a fighter.
Yeah. Ooh. Hey.
All right.
Some call me a lover.
Okay, so what am I rolling?
You'll call me late for lunch.
So you guys have collected enough books at this point. You don't have to roll investigation to find the book you need. Just go ahead and give me a nature roll at advantage if you're getting help to figure out their habitat and sort of like their behavior, weaknesses, strengths, stuff like that.
I know, I'm gonna roll separately.
Oh, yeah, you can do that too if you want to roll separately. I interpreted that as I thought you were doing a help action, but yeah, you can both roll.
Okay, because with advantage, my first roll was a natural 20.
Oh, I see. I see.
So I'm helping Ryder. That's what's going on.
Very nice reading.
All right, cool.
There's not too much to do out there.
So what you know about chimeras, you can find them in pretty well most climates, although they really like hilly areas. Being draconic, they do like to have cave layers and stuff like that, so somewhere hilly with decent caves would probably be a pretty good place to look. In terms of their weaknesses, they don't really have anything that they're super like,
Allergic to.
yeah, that word, allergic to. You know that they can breathe fire, and that they can attack with horns, claws. Let's see, what else do I want to say? They have good perception, obviously, since you're trying to kill one for that. And they can speak Draconic, or they can understand Draconic, but they can't speak it. I think that's all you should really need to know about it.
Rolled a 21 nature check to think if I could come up with an area they might be in.
Yeah, so with that, I will say that you will be able to lead them to an area where you're pretty confident that you've seen or heard about griffins being. So you now have a location, not just the habitat, but now you know, like, geographically where you're going.
Yeah, I know the place.
All right, it's about 7:30. Let's take a 10-minute break and come back and figure out the rest of it, okay?
All right, sounds good.
Sounds good.
Sick. I have a plus 11 attack.
Man, I thought my +9 was good.
It's ranger shit. I took a fighting initiate as a feat.
Oh, nice.
So I have archery and close range shooting.
Nice. Yeah, I took one level of fighter just so I could pick a fighting style. So I picked archery because the feat I picked was very important to this build.
Is it to do with reloading?
It doesn't, because
It's a thrown weapon.
it is something that does have the reload trait. However, that doesn't matter for me because I can't attack more than once per turn anyway, and that's all reload does. It's like if you had like an extra attack build, you would have to like reload. But if you're just doing one attack per turn,
I actually get 2 attacks per turn.
Finally,
With
right?
my build. What?
Finally, right?
Yeah, must be
Yeah.
nice. Look at you, big double attack.
I'm looking forward to see what kind of artificer you are.
Mr. Cleric finally has his extra attack. Look at it.
I know. This is incredible. I've never had an extra attack.
Really mixing it up here, Adam. Straying from the normal brand of wisdom-based cleric to now an intelligence-based cleric.
They're pretty similar. That I found out.
Well, time to reload on these guys.
Alex inspired me. I had to go get the little key thing.
Yes, America's oldest brewery.
I know you can't see, but Barley hopped up on the couch with me, and he's being really cute.
Yeah, I don't think the subclass artificer I picked ever gets.
Did you end up doing, what's it called? Shoot. The one that shoots things. Artillerist?
I am an artillerist.
Woo!
Artillerist was
Well, the Eldritch Cannon.
yes, so I have that in addition to. Funnily enough, that was. Well, yeah, cannon's a bonus.
Oh yeah, I'm a healer, by the way.
Wow, Ranger healer.
Forgot to let you guys know. But all of my spell slots are healing spells.
I'm leaving some things vague or unknown at the moment once we get into combat. But you do know I'm an artillerist. So I have the turret thing. But still not really why I even picked Artificer. I picked Artificer for like 2 traits, and the rest of them like whatever. The very last thing I did was pick spells, so it wasn't all that important. My intelligence modifier is like +2. It is not the modifier I stacked up on.
As an artificer, biker.
Something very specific. Oh, I should post it.
I love shit like that. I love these super fucking thought out like multi-classes. I think this is fun.
This was absolutely like me. Like I have a vision of what I want, and now to look like I was like thinking about like, okay, what if I was like ranger multi-class and artificer? What if I was artificer, ranger fighter? It's just like, and then I was like pouring through the list of all the official magic items in various published books.
I'm telling you, eventually, one of us will play Harold the Awakened Baguette, who transports himself by holding himself with a mage hand. It'll happen eventually.
Then once you get into combat, it's like, like you can drop the mage hands, you can cast spells, so you're like permanently prone, which is kind of good.
Yeah.
Because then all ranged attacks have disadvantage on you. Just don't let anyone get in the melee of you.
It's like taking cover.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing: if they would have to completely destroy you, because if you cut a sandwich in half, it's not like the bottom half of the sandwich dies.
True. What if someone just walks over and just like pours a bucket of water on you?
Oh yeah, then you die immediately.
You're disintegrating bread.
Well, but we have established that disintegrated does not mean dead.
No. God damn it.
See, then you just multi-class into Circle of the Spores Ranger because you get mold.
Druid.
Sorry about the wait.
Oh, no worries.
Oh,
now what if you being a sentient pile of dust though was like just agony, torture? Like you were always just feeling the pain of being disintegrated.
Very hard to focus.
I feel like it wouldn't hurt. You'd just be a little dry. You'd need to moisturize a lot.
What happens if some of you blows away in the wind? Is it sentient? Like, where does the sentience lie? Does every grain of dust have sentience, or is it as a conglomerate?
It's like the Borg.
Yeah.
It's a hive mind.
All right, are we? Oh, the guy above me just dropped something really heavy. It sounds like. Are we all ready? Do we need more time for a break? Or are we good?
Oh, I'm good. Ready to hunt some monsters.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm pretty motivated.
All right, so you figured out where to find the Chimera. You still had to figure out. Was the Griffin the one that you said one causing problems somewhere close?
Yeah.
Yeah. Somewhat in our neck of the woods.
All right, then I'd say you already know the location of a Griffin.
I figured a pretty good place to hunt for a Chimera, but it's not really doubling up like the Griffin.
Let's see here. And then you still wanted to kill the giant frog?
Well, it's
All right.
Tastes like bird.
Yeah.
let's do it. It's not wrong.
Tastes like a big bird.
Yeah, it's true.
All right, and I'd say giant frogs are pretty common enough that you probably know a pond that has a giant frog.
Well, perhaps if I ponder.
Yeah, you can go ahead and give me what. Oh my god, that's perfect.
I'm kind of worried about Anya. Usually she smashes things. Keyboard at that point.
I will think real hard in brain about nearby swamp for big frog.
Y'all are just being silly gooses. Just go ahead and jump in the pond.
You know, we must be close to a body of water, because you're acting like a silly goose.
Is there anything we need to roll?
So you're trying to think of a good swamp or something? We're
Somewhere nearby to kill frog.
yeah.
I am eager to leave city. I do not lack.
I'd say
AI.
I'd say either a nature check or what else could that be? Nature would probably be the best one for that, I think.
I am proficient in, so I will roll that. Big quacky math rock. That is 5, but I add another 5 for 10.
I mean,
Middling.
yeah, but I mean, giant frogs, I'd imagine, are decently common, I guess.
Yeah.
I saw a pretty big bullfrog once.
I got a 14 for a toad. Not sure if they're related.
Yeah, I think they share like the same stat block. So yeah, with that, I'd say you're definitely confident that you know where to find a giant frog.
Yeah, I can find a toad.
I should have cast guidance on myself, as I am a beacon of intellectual knowledge and guidance.
Well, I mean, we're still in the library. I can just go look up where the giant frog is and whatnot. No, I got it.
He will use his local knowledge. The kind you don't find in library.
Yeah, you can't look this one up.
I'm going to go back and try to teach Nemesis how to read. We're making headway. She's starting to get letters.
What's
She's like
that
Bunny the
place
dog.
and place of learning?
Oh, don't get me started on Bunny the dog. I almost mentioned earlier when we were talking about mushrooms, I hate Bunny the dog, and I hate, who's his face? Paul Stamets. Fucking hate Paul Stamets.
How could you hate Bunny the dog?
Because she doesn't actually know those words, all of her videos...
She doesn't, but why do you hate her?
Okay, I hate her owner for posting dumb, like, viral things which her dog doesn't actually know words. I have nothing against the dog itself, I just hate the concept.
I heard that the dog can say roof. Could identify what's beyond the ceiling, and perhaps even one of the greatest baseball players of all time, Babe Ruth.
You got human eyes.
I'm trying to teach Nemesis how to read so that she can help me buy things in the future.
Alrighty. So I think at this point you have...
She's better with money. Keep track of it.
I believe, let me look here. I believe Olmus knows specifically where to find both a griffin and a chimera, and you also were able to, with a high enough nature check, know where to find a giant frog.
I got a pretty good guess on a toad.
And so at this point, you should have all the information you need to return to Cynthia and move on to the next step.
Phase 2.
Alright, now. Let's go.
Let's get ready to race.
Alright.
No, don't say that in front of Elm.
Yeah, well, I have nothing against any races. It's just that I am the fastest.
Alrighty.
Back to the lady.
Alright, so you head back, you present your checked weapons ticket to the poor cleric boy downstairs. It looks like he's still a little out of breath from moving everything to the weapon check closet. But when you get down there, he's still behind the counter at the check closet and hands you your weapons, carefully one this time. And then you are able to resume your walk back to the alchemy shop.
What time of day is it now?
It's a great question. So I'd imagine it's close to. I'd say Cynthia probably set up the flyer at, I don't know, probably first thing in the morning, 8 a.m. I'd say you guys saw the flyers. Well, all but one of you saw the flyer and headed to her shop around noon. You'll probably spend an hour or two in the library, so I'd say it's mid-afternoon at this point.
I put helmet. Burst
Well,
inside door. Enter building.
All right.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah, might as well. That seemed
Well,
appropriate to me.
Yeah, well, we got them their documents for you, and I think we're about ready to head off to go collect the materials.
Cheryl at the front counter says, "Oh, perfect, perfect. I'll go get her." She doesn't like to be disturbed often in her alchemy lab, so she has Mordenkainen's private sanctum set up so she can't hear the outside. So I'll go get her. Um, all right. So she brings Cynthia back out, and Cynthia says, "Oh, we needed."
Oh yeah, we got everything that we need.
Perfect. What did the formula say?
Well, it says that we need a diamond, rare earth, essence of mercury, essence of perception, essence of prowess.
Perfect.
And then I went and looked up, the little formula for mercury, perception, and prowess, and we already decided what monsters we want to go and extract said fluids from.
Perfect. Allow me to gather my gear, and if you guys are ready to head out, we can start going after whichever monster you want to go after first. But officially consider yourselves hired, at least for this first job.
Oh, you won't be disappointed.
ooh, multi-head thing. What
The Chimera.
yeah, what Arlen was talking about before. That thing. Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
How you say demolish.
I like your attitude.
Perfect. We'll head to that creature first.
Yeah, no problem.
Its chances are equal to 0.
Alrighty.
Got a math guy over here.
It's one respectable gentleman. He is so excited.
You got to get proportions right, or otherwise. Yeah, you'll see in little bits, but the funny little dust. It's a little like dust thing, and it make boom.
Okay.
Alright. So you all, I need to grab Cynthia too. You all are able to head out in the direction that Olmus has determined there's a chimera at. You're able to make camp for the night and start early in the morning on the next day. First thing you do is you're in this hilly, forested area. Cynthia says, "All right, if you would gather around real quick. I have plenty of gemstones back at my shop, but for those less familiar with alchemy, I wanted to show you how to collect rare earth. Despite the name, it's not all that rare. It actually can be found in every type of soil. It just takes extra time to separate it from the more common soil." From inside of her gelatinous body, she pops out a bag of holding, and from that bag of holding pulls out several shovels and hands them to anyone that's willing to take one. and she instructs you.
Yeah, I can shovel.
She instructs you. Each of you are going to dig a hole, probably just a foot or two deep. And then in also her bag of holding, she has a couple of mesh sieves, and she shows you how to separate normal Earth particles from. You find kind of a shiny, silvery, twinkly dust that's a little bigger than normal soil particles. But after about an hour's work from each of you, you're able to produce several ounces of rare earth just from the soil here. And so she's taught you how to collect one particular mineral that's used in a lot of alchemical formulas. So just to give you an idea, between that and gemstones, you're most of the way there. The rest of it is just killing monsters and collecting their essences. And of course, in big cities, you can often buy essences pre-made at alchemy shops, but I prefer to use the fresh stuff on my own personal items. So,
Yeah, I'm not here to judge anybody.
all right. Well, I'll ask either of our rangers. Let's continue on to. You said you had the layer figured out for the chimera.
Well, yeah, general area. Yeah, we got a pretty good spot.
Well, perfect. Let's go ahead and continue on.
Yeah, well, you kind of be a. I don't mean to short anybody. When you say two rangers, there's three of us.
Oh, my mistake.
Yeah, the handsome guy over there with the hand crossbow. Yeah, just because he's more technologically inclined. No offense.
I am also pretty good at tracking and being silent, despite my looks.
Yeah, I think, I don't want to put you under the impression that I'm the only the guy that can do this. I'm just the best.
I mean, I may be wearing this heavy armor here, but, I still pretty quiet out there, out in the woods, so, I feel a little sneaky.
Well, perfect. I'll let you all lead ahead. I'll follow. So anyone that's interested can go ahead and roll a survival tracking check.
All right.
I'm actually not going to do that. I was just acting like I was part of the character. 23.
Hunting monsters is my trade.
Yeah, we'll defer to your judgment. I only rolled a 21.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
No,
imagine.
Yeah.
I don't think I got anything as good as that.
No, I rolled an 18. I was just.
Yeah, I only got a 14. I didn't roll very high.
All right. Well, with a 23, you can certainly, in this area, kind of look at the landscape and picture sort of like where it would like geologically make sense for there to be a cave or some kind of den layer outcropping. And sure enough, you're able to find what looks like a pretty suitable cave, den, layer sort of thing.
Let us enter the orifice.
Well, let us maybe do this little.
We didn't do it.
We're in the orifice. We're in the orifice. Haha.
Was
I
that
would like to definitely maybe be a little sneaky, cheeky with it.
Oh, yeah, we could do that.
Of course, we don't want to alert them to our presence.
We look at it, and supposed to be like, shh. And she's just immediately going to get low.
I wear a lot of armor, but my feet are big, which means more surface area, and the better, less noisy clackety clack of Armor.
Yeah, since Nemesis holds on to the money, sometimes the Jingmei can like get found out, so we give her like a melt.
I will say though, once I get started though, it's no longer quiet. It's very loud, but up to that point, pretty okay.
Nice, I can't wait to see it. Or not see it.
Oh, yes.
Oh, whoa.
I like
whoa.
this man and his door.
I tolerate just about everything, but no Nazis.
That is a good stance.
Yeah, so we're not talking about Naziing anything. Not on my watch.
Not there. Not everywhere.
Mordecai's dumb punch is slipping in
It's me!
Yeah, that's not even Mordecai or this character. It's just
Honestly,
Corey.
yeah. This is Corey. Corey's a pun lord.
I am a father.
Yes, the dad jokes just flow naturally.
Unstoppable.
That was actually something I was dealing with earlier today. I was in one of my Norse pagan groups, and like the discussion was about like basically all the YouTubers for like Norse paganism are like all Nazis, and it's like so hard to get good information.
It's the Minecraft YouTuber to Norse paganism YouTuber to Nazi pipeline.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It does kind of suck. They really co-opted that whole area of study.
Unfortunately, like, yeah.
Well, and it's to the point that like I mean, so there are some far right Hellenistic pagan groups, but not nearly as big as with North paganism. I almost don't even want to in conversation bring up that I am interested in the Norse pantheon and that I do practice some Germanic pagan stuff.
You're racist.
Yeah,
exactly.
That immediate connection.
Yeah. Because anytime you like see like on the back of a pickup truck like a sticker in the window, it's like your stereotypical Viking helmet or like a rune of some sort. I'm like,
Odin.
Whoa, slow down.
Yeah, like,
You've seen Adam and I with our shirts off enough.
No. I mean, it's clearly not everybody, but it's just kind of like
it'll be
more often than not. Yeah, no often than that. That sticker is next to a sticker of another thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it says Blue Lives Matter.
Yeah.
Which
that's the combo.
Used in conjunction. Yeah.
Used in those two together make what we know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, where I work.
Both of them separately, completely whatever.
Yeah. There was a guy that had a blue pickup truck. He had stickers on his. He had the license plate order that said what was it? Proud Norwegian American. He had on both sides of the pickup truck had something with the Viking Show logo on it.
Yeah.
And then he had he had a sticker on his car that said Buy American, Hire American, as well as the Norway flag. And if you go on his Facebook, it's kind of scary too.
How many dog whistles can we fit on one bumper?
Right, exactly. Oh, and he has this big ass tattoo on his arm. That's the Norwegian flag, and the American flag. And it says "Proud Norse American." It's like, okay, dude.
How much you bet he's never been to Norway?
Oh,
no, without a doubt.
He never has been.
Never left the country.
He changed his name. He changed his name to be a more a Norse name.
This was a dude who got bullied in high school.
No, he got fired. He got fired for saying shit to a customer.
Look, it's not that I'm racist. It's just that.
Like, and he posts on his Facebook.
Am I racist? I don't like labels.
On his Facebook, he got fired for some shit he posted on Facebook too. It was something like, I don't understand how people can hire these illegal immigrants And he works with a whole bunch of landscapers and different companies, and he's embarrassing, so he got fired.
Landscaping's just not the crowd to pull that shit with.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely not.
Landscaping,
you will not last
construction.
long.
Yeah.
You will not last
Basically
long.
anybody that keeps the country afloat.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know the base level infrastructure we need to survive? Yeah, that's them.
Yeah,
You know,
my entire forced economics was basically, this is how math works, and it's not working right now because we don't have enough migrant labor.
Mhm.
Sorry for changing the topic.
No, it
Right,
was my
yeah.
tangent just because you said Nazi, and I was literally on one of my Norse pagan groups, and Corey and Adam have their tattoos and stuff, so it just made me think of that. It's just like, yeah.
Yeah, it's because we're racist. Yep.
Oh, I knew it the whole time.
Racist.
Oh no.
You weren't supposed to say it, Corey.
Oh, frick.
Alrighty.
No. We're internet Vikings like the show.
You're also English, and you guys admit to that, which no Norse American would do.
Yeah.
I need control of the other two.
The fake Norse.
Oh yeah, let me give you that.
No worries.
The cave.
All right. So you said you guys are stealthing to go in?
I
Oh,
certainly would
Absolutely.
like to.
100%. That's the basics of hunting.
I want to find a good position.
All right. So you can go ahead and roll. Everyone we'll do like a group stealth check.
Sure, Miss Goo. If you're not feeling very quiet, feel free to stay at the entrance.
Oh, no worries. I have both. Well, you would have noticed this, but she doesn't exactly wear many clothes. She has like kind of what looks like goo drapery, but she does wear boots of elven kind and a cloak of elven kind. So she's very stealthy.
Stylish. I recognize the weave.
Yeah, that is. I got a natural 20 for a total of 24.
Woohoo!
I got a natural 1.
We could take that for the group, right?
It evens out, right?
Well, yeah, I guess that kind of cancels out at least.
I rolled a 23.
Okay.
15
I
plus
didn't
8.
have disadvantage. I just rolled a nat 1.
Excellent. That's gonna be a 12 for me.
The nat 20 cancels out the nat 1, right? They even?
Oh, for sure.
Oh
All
no.
right. Let me roll for her.
I was so excited to finally not have disadvantage on a stealth roll, and then I rolled a 1.
That's a little embarrassing.
Mr. Tom is just like, know your roots, know where you come from. Low stealth.
You think you can avoid,
Yeah. Now all we need,
disadvantage with heavy armor.
is for Alex to be at all of his monsters to be at the very end of initiative. That's all we need.
Yeah.
Just to
I would love that.
keep that going through.
Excellent.
Oof. All right. I'd say so. We had a nat 1, a nat 20, a what else were our numbers?
23.
23.
Wait, I just rolled back-to-back 23s. It's funny.
That's sick.
Is anyone else rolling for stealth or?
Did you say 18?
As a group, yeah, I had a 12.
Oh, 12.
What did you get on your?
18. Sorry,
18.
I thought I said it a couple times.
Okay. Yeah. So I'd say you guys are able to successfully stealth into the cave. You don't even need to roll perception. You see at the far end of the cave, there are. Although I will look and see what their +8 to perception. Let me see. Oh, very good. Let me see. I'll do their, for 2 of them, I'll do a perception check against your stealth average, I guess, just to see if they're able to see you. D20 plus. Oh wow, cool. Yeah, so they're definitely not able to see you, but you see in the far end of this cave, there's what appears to be a small hoard. So kind of some shiny things like a dragon would. There's bones. There's both stalagmites and tights, but you're able to see there are 2 chimera at the back of this cave.
Let's let Moto get in place, and you can take your minute, and we'll start the signal whenever you're ready.
Yeah, for sure.
Alex, would I be able to try and like climb up here? It looks like there's like a bit of an elevation gain to get out of here.
Let's see here. Yeah, you should be able to. One thing I forgot, Cynthia would have given you each one of her um, experimental elixirs. So let me roll for what each person would have.
Okay.
Don't mind if I do.
Sounds cool.
I'd love a free.
Throw in a little bit of Witcher in there to drink your concoctions.
I see. Gotcha.
Alright, if each of you would roll a d6 and tell me what number you get.
5.
Come on, roll the bones.
Alright, Chris, you have, if you, your potion thing is a potion of flight. Same with Adam, if you get a 5. For 3, Anya, you get a potion of resistance. You get a +1 bonus to your AC for 10 minutes when you drink it. What did everybody else get?
2.
Swiftness. When you drink your potion, you get walking speed increase of 10 feet.
Oh,
3.
The +1 bonus to AC again.
How long does that last?
10 minutes. And I suppose your critter can have one too.
Oh yeah. Assistant.
Oh yeah, should I roll 6 for her?
So she gets the transformation potion. She can basically cast the alter self spell, with an effect that lasts for 10 minutes.
Nice. What's herself on a fucking cat?
All right. So you said, Connor, you wanted to get up on the craggy area here.
Yeah. So I wanted to climb up, basically here. going up in the armor. And yeah, once I'm up there, I guess, kind of get into a crouching position, kind of reach an arm back, kind of fold out, and there's a large, like, metal adorned with, like, dragon scales, green dragon scales, or, no, I think it's green dragon.
Oh, it's
Remember, is that poison or is that acid?
acid's black.
Just we'll go.
Got another beer real
I
quick.
gotta check my notes. Forget which dragon. It is a dragon's wrath weapon. Um, yeah, I'll say right now. That would have been like the last dragon. But I guess I'll just post character ideas. And this image is basically the inspiration. This image.
For the shit out of my game.
What happened?
No. No.
What one was that?
That was Jinx.
What?
If she gets too worked up, she starts trying to, like, lick you, and if you pull your hand away when she, like, tries to lick you, she'll all claws into your hand and bite your hand to keep you there.
You're playing a self-insert, I see.
Yeah, yeah, essentially. No, but that one's not my nemesis. My nemesis is the other one. I was going to have the other one named Freya. Freya's actual original name was going to be Bastard Cat the Bean Eater. Because on her first day of meeting my other roommate, she put both paws into his bowl of baked beans and then just started chomping in.
What an alliteration.
Bastard Cat the Bean Eater.
The bowl of baked bean eater.
Yeah, so I'll climb up there, get in a crouch position, pull out, unfold, rack back, and go out. For all intents and purposes, this is a Dragon's Wrath musket.
Damn.
Okay.
It is a musket, and then the rare magic item that I picked was a Dragon's Wrath weapon. They can be anywhere from uncommon to a legendary rarity. I think it's rare. So I'll do that, and then while I'm up here, I might as well also kind of reach to a little pouch on my side, pull out a small, like, I don't know, like, probably like 1 foot diameter wooden ball with a button on top. Press the button, and place it down next to where 4 little, like, spider-like go out, and a little wooden thing opens up, and a little, like, little turret mouthpiece comes out.
Remind me, does that thing share your initiative order, or is it different?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
So that is from the Artillerist subclass for Artificer. That's my Eldritch Cannon. Let's see. So on each of your turns, you can take a bonus action to cause the cannon to act of it. As part of that same bonus action, you can direct the cannon to walk or climb up to 15 feet in an unoccupied direction.
Perfect.
I am activating this one. What is it? Wait. Oh, wait, yeah. No, sorry. I misread that. Oh, it could do all three things. I get to choose which one. For some reason, I thought I needed to, like, pick which one it was. No, I do. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is the Force Ballista variant.
Cool. It
Are
is
they
just...
sleeping right now?
Yes, so what I'm going to say, I'm going to need everyone's initiative, but you, with how stealthy you are, they're probably sleeping, like, on their horde. I'm going to let everyone get into whatever position they want.
Okay, I do have a 1-minute spell I was trying to cast.
That's also fine. So everyone can go ahead and roll initiative, but then you'll still have some time before we actually start to, like, get set up and whatnot. It takes a full action to drink your potion, so if you want to do that, you should do that before the fight begins.
Give a little thumbs up for my position.
You know, Revised Ranger's actually sick.
Well, yeah.
Natural Explorer is so nice. Just at level 1, hey, take all of this.
Yeah.
The context for this character is literally when I played Monster Hunter World a bunch a couple years ago. I used only the heavy bow
gunner.
I was a heavy bowgun guy, and I'm like, I want the heavy bowgun in D&D.
Insect labor here.
And nice. And there's a optional rule that I asked, because it's optional for Artificer that they have proficiency in firearms. So I asked Alex if that would be cool. So.
I like it.
We support.
They came out with somebody did 3 Monster Hunter manuals for 5e that I was kind of deep diving into. So I've got the Great Sword version at the rare level.
Ooh.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I didn't look at any sort of supplemental stuff.
It's pretty interesting what they have for heavy bowgun, but you definitely have to look into it beforehand.
Yeah, I'd have to look, because that was the one concession is by creating this character and really diving into all the official books. Really, all I was able to do was make a very powerful long range gun. I wasn't able to do any of the cool ammo type stuff. Paralysis and sleep ammo and mortar ammo.
Yeah.
Not able to do any of that. But I was I'm content with having a strong, long-range gun. So
it's normal ammo. It's our first quest.
Yeah. Ultimately, this character is much more like a sniper. I can only shoot once per round, but...
Alrighty. I'm just waiting on rolls from, initiative order from Anya and Connor, I believe.
Oh shoot, I can type it in. That's sick.
Nemesis got a 17.
Perfect.
Here you go.
Oh, dang it.
Yeah, I got a nap. I was gonna get that out of the way.
Revised Beast Companion. Oh my, a nat 1?
Yeah, and it's
Can be useful.
Yeah. Sometimes going later is good. At least we'll hopefully surprise them.
Corey, is your initiative actually 17, or did I accidentally put what the Chimera's thing
I was
is?
very impressed with myself for getting a 17. I was like, did I? I don't think so.
Okay.
But I didn't re-roll because of that. Better. So, 21.
Alright, cool. I looked and I saw the one Chimera had a 0 and you had a 17. I'm like, I rolled a 17. was that a mistake or whatever? But yeah, we're good. All right, cool. So we'll go ahead.
Yeah, so 17, I was like, maybe.
Oh yeah, I'll help Nemesis drink her potion before it begins. The only thing that the Alter Self is going to do is she's going to think, what does she need to get stronger, and she's just going to get another set of paws, so she now has 2 extra.
Cool. All right. So is there anything?
Yeah, I was going to cast Arcane Weapon on myself.
Cool. Yeah, get everything set up that you want to. Drink whatever potion you want. If you want to drink a potion, and get ready. And when you've done all your preparations, let me know when we can begin turn order.
Yeah, so she'll be casting Snare right there.
Ooh, I was also thinking about casting Snare.
Yeah.
I also have Snare.
Good.
We were all ready. We were all ready for
staying
capture.
way back here.
Mm-hmm.
Good. We're all on the same page.
I'm staying way back here, though.
We are, in fact, monster hunters. And then I will begin charging up my greatsword slash.
All right. Are you able to draw on the screen to? Are you able to draw to put like where you want the thing, or do I have to draw that?
Oh, the snare.
Yeah.
Draw, circle, regular, then beep. Maybe.
I saw somebody drew an oval earlier.
I just drew that because I was just checking if I was able to, but
Yeah.
seems like I
Perfect.
can't.
Got
I'm not actually casting Snare, though. I'm just kind of...
Do we know what their weakness is? Like, if they have a weakness?
There wasn't one that you were able to figure out. So like
None in particular.
and they don't have. I would have told you if they had resistances either or immunities. Like they don't have any extra pluses or minuses.
Oh,
Okay.
also, I guess the last thing that I will do is Hunter's Mark, the
Oh, yeah, that.
chimera on the right.
Ah!
Me
I
too.
was about to do that on the one on the left.
Yeah, let's get
Oh my god, let's go.
Hunter's marking.
God, I feel left out.
You artificers would know about this.
Yeah,
Alrighty, is everybody ready now? Cool. All right. Well, with that, Cynthia rolled first, or highest. Well, don't forget for the artificers. I believe. Let me see. I forget at what level, but I think artificers get to add their intelligence to their. I think the artificers. Let me make sure. I think they get to add intelligence to their initiative rolls. Let me double check. Let me look. Oh, I might have made that up. Let me double check.
Woken run.
I don't get to do like add my modifier.
Oh no, you
You
can.
have advantage on initiative.
Okay, that's why I had a.
If you're a ranger, you have advantage on initiative.
Okay, no,
Oh,
I
sure,
totally
you
made
have
up.
advantage. Oh, sorry.
I totally made up that mechanic. Never mind.
Sorry, that's much better. I rolled an 18 for initiative. Sorry.
There you go. That's the ranger shit we're talking about now.
Yeah. Okay. Plus
How do you
my
have advantage?
Ranger revised, natural explorer. You gain
Yes.
difficult terrain.
Okay, that's a 22 now.
Good.
Actually, could I just thought about this. You could say no, Alex, but
Yep.
could I retroactively have guidance to myself for the initiative?
Oh, I guess.
Because it is technically well, I was plus 1 at whatever I had before, so now I'm 11.
Wow.
10 to 11. I'll have to remember the guidance thing. I always forget you can use that for initiative.
All right, cool. So let's go ahead and get started. First up, used to be last is Ryder.
Yeah, went from the bottom. Okay. We're gonna. Oh my gosh. I know we're stealthy right now, but I'm gonna go fast and loud. Gonna hit this guy with one of my explosive bolts.
Nice. You can also go through it.
I can. That is 16 to hit.
Let me double check. That will hit.
Hell yeah. Alright. So that means. Get out my shit. That's 5. 15.
Okay.
That's 5 piercing damage, and then 7 fire damage.
Perfect. Since they have no resistances or anything or weaknesses, you can just give me the total damage. It doesn't super matter.
Don't forget Hunter's
Okay.
Mark.
Yeah, oh shit, you're right. That was another d6. Okay, that is plus 2.
Perfect. And you said you targeted which one?
The one on the left.
Okay.
Is it large?
It certainly is.
Alright, I don't know if it's prone because it's sleeping, but it's prone.
Yeah.
At least according to the thing I sent you.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair.
And I can attack twice. Oh, I'm just gonna use a regular. 13 to hit.
13 does not hit.
Ah, shit. Okay. Well, then, in that case, that is the end of my turn.
You have advantage on attack rolls against creatures that have not yet moved.
Oh my god! Okay. Oh, that doesn't hit either. Okay. Yeah, end of my turn. That was even lower.
All right. Anything else on your turn?
No, that's the end of my turn.
All right. Next will be Arlen.
Alright. This move's pretty easy. I'm just going to just whistle once for Nemesis, and I'm going to launch 2 arrows into this one here on the right, which is the one that has my Hunter's Mark on it.
Perfect.
First roll, 19.
That'll hit.
Okay, I'm just going to do both rolls.
Yep.
And that one is a 30.
Yeah, I'd say that'll work.
Alright, first hit. 16 damage, second hit.
All right.
Fuck again. 18 damage.
Perfect.
I rolled a 6 and a 5 on the d6 and a 7 and an 8 on the d8.
All right.
And that's all I'm going to do.
Okay. Next should be Olmus.
Certainly. Well, does a 21 suffice?
Yep.
sorry. Are these beasts?
They are monstrosities.
They're not my favorite enemy then. I was right.
Oh, I can't hear you.
31 damage.
Cool.
Yep. I was big charged up.
It made like the different light colors, and you had to let go of it just when it was at the right light color to deal the most damage.
This has a little bit of that built into it. It's weird. Like, you can guard with the great sword, giving yourself +2 AC, but you have disadvantage on your strikes for the next turn.
Like that. I like that.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else in your turn?
Nope. I'm quick.
Perfect. Next is going to be Cynthia. What will she do? Let's see.
These are just bombarding this fucking poor thing.
Let's see. All right, she's gonna cast Tasha's Caustic Brew. Let's see here. Dexterity saving throw. It doesn't have anything to dex, so that'll be a D20. 16, it fails, so it will take it'll take 4d4 damage per turn.
Oh man.
Man, that sucks.
Well, very least. It's last in initiative, so he has a little bit of time to get back.
Alrighty, so she casts Tasha's Caustic Brew, and it'll be covered in acid and take damage on each of its turns. Next is the kitty cat.
Yes. Alright, she's gonna get a 20-foot run up and do a pounce move on this fucking weird thing, which is just a regular bite attack. But since it's prone, I get a bite as a bonus action as well with it. She does not have advantage. 16.
Yep, that'll hit.
Nice. And I'll go ahead and just roll the bonus action one.
He died.
That is a 5.
That does not hit.
Chris, nat 1. Okay, but here we go. Here, it's a d6 plus 3 for the bite. So 5 plus 3. 8.
Perfect.
Hello, welcome back.
Cool. Internet's back. Good. My power flickered on and off, so therefore my router flickered on and off. So.
Yep. And that's it for my turn. Well, for Nemesis's turn. She's now on top of this thing's back.
Perfect. Alright, this chimera here.
Oh, damn, you're not surprised, huh?
I mean,
No, that's fine. I wasn't sure.
no, I won't say that they're. I mean, you guys don't need a surprise round. You'll be fine.
We also did start this off with an explosion. We literally started this off with a bang.
Right.
I just needed to ask because I have a feature that, yeah. Anyway.
Not bad.
Did you also multi-class into a level 3 rogue?
No, it's just it's a bugbear thing. They get something called surprise attack that only happens if the thing that you're targeting hasn't taken its turn yet. So it incentivizes you having high initiative.
Okay, that makes sense.
Oh, that's so cool. I didn't know it would do that. I rotated the Chimera to attack Olmus and the cat with it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That's cool. I like that fact.
good.
Anyhow, it's going to let's see, it can make 3 attacks, and so let me roll for each of them separately.
Because he got 3 hits.
That is the idea.
It does check out.
All right.
Critical hit.
I hope only the goat hits me.
So that'll be +7.
+7.
All right, does a 23 hit?
Yeah.
Let's see. They're all +7. Let's see here. Does a 15 hit?
No.
Didn't think so. How about a 17?
Meets it.
Cool. So you will take damage from its bite and its hold up, that was
Number 1 and 3, right?
yeah, its bite and its claws. So you'll take 22 damage,
Alright.
and that's piercing and slashing if it matters.
It does not. But it does hurt.
And that should be its turn. Next, I believe we have Mr. Tom.
Alright, I'm going to cast Mirror Image on myself as my first action. And then I'm going to run up and attack homeboy right here with my gauntlet. So I'm going to go ahead and punch him. Is this flanking or no?
I wouldn't say so.
Okay.
I'm not the biggest fan of the flanking rule. Just a lot for me to think about.
I rolled a 19 plus 9, so 28.
Yep.
And then so I have my magic. No, what is it? My arcane weapon as my gauntlet on. So I'll do an extra d6 of acid damage on top of my d8. So it will take 14 damage in total, and then if the monster decides to attack anybody besides me, they'll have disadvantage.
Ooh.
Because that's one of the parts of my my arcane armor is that my gauntlets on a hit make it so then if the creature decides to attack anybody else, they'll get disadvantage because the gauntlets emit a distracting pulse. So, and then another action part of my armor is defensive field. So as my bonus action, I get temporary hit points equal to my level, and so then I'll have 5 temporary hit points on top of that.
Hell yeah.
Runs into the center, starts punching.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Now
Alright.
my turn.
Next is the second Chimera. That's the one that you targeted, right, Anya?
On the left, yes.
And I forget, has anyone else targeted it yet? I think
I have not.
we've mainly been beefing on the guy on the right.
Yeah, straight up beefing on him.
So I would say it would probably make most sense for that Chimera to try to attack the only thing that's made damage on it. And of course, heading towards Ryder, it would get caught in the snare. And so I forget, I've used snare a bunch. It's a, let's see,
Dex.
con save.
Remember, this is how we killed the Yeti.
Con, not Dex.
I'm looking it up as we speak.
Dex saving throw or fall prone and be hoisted into the air.
Yeah, so it is Dex. Which is better because it has a 0 modifier to Dex.
Good.
I assume a 5 will not cut it.
That's not gonna do it. It is hoisted into the air.
Perfect.
Hell yeah, get fucked.
Nice.
And then
Get fucked on, you weird rat bitch.
saving throw.
It's weird that this is even a spell because it consumed all 30 feet of my rope to do what I could have probably done with the rope check.
And so it says a restrained creature can make a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage at the end of each of its turns. So I'll do that and then end its turn. Alright, how about a 12?
Nope.
Alright, cool. So it's still stuck. And now it goes to Vodo.
Okay. So, yeah. So I guess, so I have the sharpshooter feat, which means that I don't have disadvantage firing things at long range. So I can fire just a straight roll up to 140 feet. My musket is 20. So yeah, I'll take a shot with
The big one.
Odalia. It's 22 to hit.
Yep, that'll do it.
Okay, so that will be, let's see, 12 plus 26 plus 4, because, yeah, can I not, oh wait, I didn't. For 15 damage. The D12 is from the fact that it's a musket. The D6 is a part of it. The rare magic weapon I picked, which is Dragon's Wrath. And then the other thing doesn't happen because it wasn't magic. So yeah, that'll just be 15 damage there, and then as my bonus action, I'll have my Force Ballista next to me fire, which has a range of 120 feet. It's just a straight roll. Yeah, treat all of its ability scores as 10 plus 0. So, yeah. I don't know if a 10 hits or not.
It will not.
Okay, so that, yeah, that misses then. But yeah, I'll just fire my big gun and my Force Ballista.
Perfect.
I think that'll be it for me. That's my bonus action and action. I'm not going to move. So
The
We
gun's
are-
so big it's set up like an old-fashioned tripod camera.
yeah, very much so.
And we are back up to the beginning of initiative order, so it goes back to Ryder.
Which one's looking about this right now? The one on the right?
One more time.
I'm guessing the one on the right is looking rough right now.
Yeah, it's I don't remember what the breakdown is, but it's not. It's
Okay.
I mean, it's getting gang banged, so it's not hot.
Yeah, alright. I'll just leave it up and I'll just continue.
Yeah.
And
I guess I didn't clarify
dude.
why I was targeting, but yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw you with your measurement stick, so we're good.
Yeah. There you go. Thanks.
Just gonna continue hitting on that dude from before. And now I'm gonna use the Alchemist Fire Arrow.
Ooh.
Yes.
Alchemist's fire.
15 to hit.
That'll hit.
Alright. Alright, so that's 3 piercing damage, but it'll deal an extra D4 fire damage to the start of its turns. Its next turn.
You said D4?
No, I said sorry.
Okay, so 1d4. Okay. Thank you.
And then I'm gonna with just a regular roll this time.
Did you do Hunter's Mark damage for the first one?
Oh my fucking god, I keep on forgetting that shit. 1 more damage.
Hey.
Every bit counts. Alright, and then I'm hitting again with a regular bolt. 18 to hit.
Yep.
That's 3 damage.
Alrighty. Anything else?
Yes. That's the end of my turn.
Alright, cool. Alright, we are up with Arlen next.
He looks like he's doing fine over there with the one on the left, so I'm just gonna keep laying in to the one that has Nemesis on his back. 29.
Yep.
And then for the second one, it's a 60.
Yep.
Plus 11 to hit's very nice. This shit feels lovely. First one is 13. The second one, 11. So 24 in total.
Alright, you are able to eviscerate this thing, so if you want to describe how you take it down.
Oh, I'm just watching to make sure I'm not hitting my sister. I'm just putting arrows in the backs of the heads, the heads that are farthest from her. And after the second one, I'm just like, oh, I don't have to keep going. Switch. So I'll use my bonus action to transfer the Hunter's Mark over to the other one.
Cool.
And it's time to start walking this way.
Alright, that'll take us to Olmus.
Yes, I too shall use my bonus action to transfer Hunter's Mark. Make my way around. And this dangling chimera, who's very restrained, I'm gonna hit it as hard as I can. I will take the -5 penalty, but granted, it has disadvantage. I have advantage. We're gonna make it happen. Great weapon master.
Nice.
Yes. Alright, so does 19 hit?
Yep.
All right. And 32.
Yep.
Excellent.
32.
Yep.
Damage.
It do be the Colossus Slayer, the Great Weapon Master, the what else do we have in there? Hunter's
it.
Mark.
I love it.
Oh wait, that was damage. That wasn't a hit.
Oh yeah, that was damage.
All right,
I love
cool.
it.
Oh, I do have another strike. Thank you for reminding me.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Second attack on top of that.
So not used to playing somebody with 2 attacks. Does can I do the Great Weapon Master twice? Yeah.
I think so.
Okay. Let's do it.
I use that thing
Again.
all the time in
The
Cookie
17?
Jar.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna drop a d6 this time. Because Hunter's Mark's only useful for the first one. Alright. $26.
Nice, dude.
Cool.
Yes, that's 50.
Sir, you get Hunter's Mark on both of them.
Oh! Excuse me.
Go ahead and get that D6.
Alright, 3 more. So, 29.
Cool.
That's, yeah, in the 60s of damage.
Yeah, in the 60s in one turn. Oh my goodness.
I thought you had to be a rope to
Does
do
that
that.
beat Mordecai?
Yeah.
At level
does.
5,
Holy
most
shit.
certainly beats Mordecai's game at level 5.
I didn't see it happening.
Like 60 something.
Yeah, I really thought you had to be a rope to do that, God.
That's some fucking numbers right there.
Those are some numbers, dude.
Damn.
Come on.
Yeah.
No.
All right.
How the heck do you do that?
Anything else for you?
Nope. I see it.
All right, cool. On Cynthia's turn, she'll walk up 30 feet and then cast poison spray. And so it needs to take a Constitution saving throw. It has high Constitution, so we'll see. That'll be... Okay, so it will beat her spell save DC and take no damage. So now it'll be Nemesis's turn.
He's going to just pop up off the back of this bitch and move. Since it is a 20-foot attack. Wait, if they're restrained, can they be knocked prone?
It's hung in the air.
Did one of
Yeah.
them die?
Yeah, one of them
Yeah.
died.
Oh, okay. Which one's dead?
The one on the right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry, I
That
left
one's
it there.
sit down.
No, it's alright. I just wasn't sure.
Okay, yeah. Make the attack, make the attack, make the attack. That is a 11.
Will not hit.
Hit. Alright, that's it. I don't get a second attack if they're not prone.
Alright, next will be Tom.
Alright. Tom. Nope. Gotta pull up the right browser.
We're just ganking the hell out of these things.
I'm going to start punching. So I will attack with my fist. And I'll do 2 attacks. So I got a 19 and 24.
Both will hit.
Cool. And so that will be 2d8 and 2d6. So that would be. Whoa. 21. 1 plus. It'll take 31 damage.
All right, that would take it
And
down. So if you
So,
want,
yeah, I'm going to run up to it and try to like reach up and start like punching it, jumping, jabbing at it with my little gauntlets.
Oh yeah, can you reach it? I
Yeah,
think
how
it's
tall is
like 5
it?
feet off the ground.
Mr. Tom, we gotta put you on Nemesis's back.
This is to ground control.
If not, I can cast spells.
Only 3 feet above the ground, so you're good.
Okay.
You can reach. Yeah.
I'm 3.5 feet.
There you go.
So just kind of using him as a punching bag, just
They're just kind of hanging at eye level.
Yeah, it's a
just
little.
like my glowing gauntlets while I'm like hitting it. Just because I also have the arcane weapon part of my gauntlets, so just dishing out poison damage while using it as a punching bag.
Nice.
Unless it's immune to poison damage.
I hope not, because I did some poison damage too.
no, it's got.
Is poison damage and venom damage the same?
Is there a
Technically,
venom
there is
damage?
no venom damage. in this game.
There's not.
D&D doesn't know about venom.
Yeah,
No.
probably they should employ one of us
They
so
should.
that we can explain the difference.
Mm-hmm.
And you got like 3 punching bag targets because they got 3 heads. It's like,
Yeah.
All right.
But there's also a shit ton of me too, because I have mirror image too, so there's like there's 4 of me.
All circling it, just machine gun hands.
hell yeah.
Believe it!
That's awesome.
All right. So now that initiative has ended, Cynthia will say, "All right, gather round. Now is where the fun begins." Now,
I'm gonna move over to try and help Bodo down.
What did they say?
Yeah,
I don't know. Let's go. Come on.
Okay,
it was pretty fun.
it lets me collect. Press the little button on top, like my little ball.
now,
Okay.
does anyone have proficiency with alchemist tools?
I do.
Certainly not.
Perfect. If you wouldn't mind taking the chimera on the left, I will take the chimera on the right. I assume you have used alchemist tools before for distilling essences.
Oh,
So then you would know that you can extract one essence every 10 minutes. And all essences have to be extracted within 1 hour of death. And any of our party members that are proficient with the survival or nature skill can give you advantage on each of your rolls to distill an essence at the end of each 10-minute period. You have to roll greater than a 15 in order to successfully extract an essence during that 10-minute period.
Cut off those nutsack. That's got the most essence in it.
Are you
Alright,
proficient
so-
in survival?
every 10
Yes.
minutes.
Yeah, so every 10 minutes, you're going to... Basically, we're just going to do 6 consecutive rolls using just a baseline intelligence, but adding your proficiency with the alchemist supplies. And so we're going to roll 6 different rolls. I assume at advantage, because we should have enough nature people to help both of us.
Cut his
Yeah.
balls off.
I'll help Cynthia.
All right, cool.
I'll help Tom. I'll also stand next to Tom and put a burly hand on his shoulder and cast guidance whenever he needs.
Perfect. So we're just gonna roll, each time adding your intelligence modifier and your proficiency modifier. If you need guidance, you can have it, but you're rolling with advantage. So
I
that'll
also
be.
think I get to. So I have artificial lore, so I get to add twice my proficiency bonus.
Oh right, yeah, we both get that. So yeah, we'll probably have it by just the modifier alone, just about. But you know,
So I'll get plus 13 on all my rolls.
perfect.
Jesus Christ.
All
So
right.
13.
because my first roll was 7 and 5, but I get plus 3 to 13 of those, so it'd be 20.
Okay.
Extra D4 because of guidance.
Yeah, see how big that number gets.
All right.
And you have advantage, of course.
4.
So if it's
24.
if it's
24
greater
for my first one.
if it's greater than 15, you don't need to add guidance. You can add guidance if you need it afterwards, but
Oh,
Alright.
well, technically speaking, with guidance, he can never roll lower than a 15. 13 plus 1 plus 1.
yeah, that tracks.
Yeah, so I rolled a 17 for my
Perfect.
second one.
Yeah, you can never get lower.
And then 8, so plus 13, 21.
Perfect.
Oh, wow. I rolled 2 3s, but I still get plus 13, so 16.
Perfect.
So I still beat it.
Yeah.
Yep.
5 and 1, so 5, 18. 23.
Well, Cynthia doesn't make one. I forget what number we're at now.
We're at 4 or 5.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. 26. 32.
All right, cool. So we make all but one essence, and we're able to successfully get. Let me see here. For a large creature, 2 large creatures, we end up getting 15. What was it? Was that mercury?
Yes, that was Mercury.
All right, so 15 mercury essences.
Nice.
Alrighty. It's 9 o'clock now. Is everybody gonna be done for the night at this point, or what are we thinking?
I'm fine with whatever.
I got
I
work.
suppose since it's not a boss fight, we should stick to the
Regular schedule.
Yeah, because also this was the hardest of the fights, so you survived this without taking any damage. You can squish some frogs and kill a griffin.
That's right. I'll walk over to old boy over
think
there
we
and
might-
just cure wounds him 4 times.
We might do Red
Nice.
Dragon instead.
Might as well give ourselves a challenge, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah.
If we do Red Dragon, we could get both at once.
That's true. We could try to find a young one.
I reckon that's a good idea. Oh, maybe we should do that tomorrow.
Yes, killing a frog sounds like too much.
All right.
Well,
So at that
Give
point,
ourselves a challenge.
I suppose-
you. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was gonna say at that point, you've done alchemical research. You've done your survival, or like done some research into bestiary stuff. You've successfully tracked and killed the beast, and you've successfully gathered the essences, distilling it with the alchemist tools. And so you worked through most of the way that the Tome of Alchemy works for crafting magic items. Once we get all the items together, there's extra rolls for crafting the magic item, but we've worked through most of the major steps. So I enjoyed getting to see how it actually works, and if we enjoyed this, if we ever need an extra one shot, we can continue on with this magic item and, basically decide what you want, do the research, find the creatures, kill them, rinse, repeat. Basically, as much as needed. But thanks for playing.
All of us here have a couple hundred hours in Monster Hunter, so probably.
I don't.
What?
Never played.
Oh my god.
You need
There's
to.
a lot of games I haven't played. I only recently started playing video games.
Well, if we beat the entirety of this, then we'll all just start replaying Monster Hunter World together.
Mm-hmm.
If my laptop can handle it.
But
I have a laptop.
Alex, thank you. That was a lot of fun, man.
Of
Yeah,
course.
thank you.
Thanks, Alex.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'll upload, not tonight, but eventually I'll edit and upload the video to my D&D channel on YouTube.
That sounds good.
Look forward to future hunting.
Does that mean I could watch?
Definitely do this more.
Yes.
Yeah, that was
I
a
mean,
lot of fun.
Watch the six recordings you have of Curse of Strahd.
Oh, you totally could. Yeah, they're there.
I'm gonna head up.
All right,
See you guys.
take it easy, fellas.
Night,
Night, y'all.
guys.
Right.